We're all taught to chase success, but no one really warns you about the moment you finally get it, look around, and realize you're completely, crushingly alone. This is the story of the price you pay for the top, and why the hardest truths are the ones you learn in silence. We've all been sold this highlight reel. The big promotion, the financial freedom, the recognition. But behind that shiny facade is a reality that no one prepares you for. I remember hitting a milestone I'd poured years of my life into. I got the title, the bigger paycheck, the respect I thought I was craving. I sent out the big, I did it, text and waited for that wave of fulfillment to just wash over me. But it never came. Instead, there was just a quiet, a profound emptiness. The friends I'd started this journey with felt like they were in a different world now. The relationships I'd put on the back burner were distant, and the silence in my apartment that night was so much louder than any applause. I realized I'd climbed the whole damn mountain, but I'd left crucial parts of myself at the bottom, and I was the only one at the peak. The first truth you learn is the most ironic. Hitting your goals could be one of the loneliest experiences in the world. As you climb, you start to realize there are fewer and fewer people who truly get what you're going through. Your problems are different. Your mindset is different. Your old circle might not understand why you're still grinding when you've already made it. Some might even get envious or uncomfortable, creating this invisible wall that feels impossible to break through. And this isn't just a feeling. It's a real, documented thing. The saying "it's lonely at the top" is backed by data. For example, numerous studies have found that about half of all CEOs report feeling lonely, with a majority believing it actively hurts their performance. USTA. And all of this leads to the final, and maybe the harshest, truth. After years of chasing, you might look in the mirror and not even recognize the person staring back. When your entire identity gets fused with your achievements, what's left when you're not achieving? The obsessive pursuit of a goal can reward traits that, in any other context, we'd probably call unhealthy. You become so focused on the destination that you completely forget to live on the journey there. This is that point of burnout that's more than just feeling tired. It's a full-on erosion of self. You feel like a stranger in your own life, wondering what happened to that passionate, curious person you used to be. It's that gut punch moment you realize the person you had to become to get the prize is someone you don't even like. And that's the highest price you can possibly pay. For me, the turning point wasn't some dramatic breakdown. It was a quiet afternoon when it hit me that I defined myself entirely by my work. My whole sense of self-worth was tied to my productivity. The epiphany was simple but earth-shattering. Success can't be a destination. It has to be a practice, a way of living. It's not about killing your ambition. It's about redefining it. Real success isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters with intention. It's about making sure your ambition lines up with your values. It's about building a life where you actually have room to breathe, where rest isn't a reward but a non-negotiable part of the plan, and where your relationships are nurtured, not put on hold. It's finally understanding that your worth is not, and never was, measured by your output, that we're all taught to ask, what do I have to do to be successful? But we're never taught to ask the much more important question, what is my success costing me? Because the truth is, any achievement that requires you to sacrifice your health, your peace, or your relationships isn't really success. It's a beautifully decorated trap. So take a second and ask yourself that question, honestly. The answer might just be the thing that sets you free.